Welcome to Change Through Pain. So today we're going to start a series, and this series is focused on men. And this series came about from my most popular podcast episode, number 55, 5 Traits That Define a Humble Man. So as you can see behind me, this is the thumbnail that I used from the very first podcast episode, which preceded that episode. And it was pretty popular itself, but not as popular, about 60% as popular. And it was titled, let's see if I can get this, Are Men Allowed to Have Emotions? And the answer is yes, but it's very complicated because men have been conditioned to not share their emotions on a regular basis, which causes them to, quote unquote, stuff those emotions, which creates a situation oftentimes to where they're triggered and then they explode. They get angry. They say things that they regret. They say mean things. And then they apologize in most cases. And then they do it again. They repeat the behavior and they get frustrated. Their friends, their family, their romantic partner gets frustrated. Their children get frustrated. Meanwhile, he's like, I don't know where this is coming from. What is this? How do I control it? How do I stop responding and reacting to this? I'm tired of it. And that's where I was in my life whenever I hit rock bottom. It was one of the things that I was struggling with, and that's why I've been focusing on sharing content, creating content that is specific to men and that can help men understand that it's okay. And there are others going through what you're going through. There's a lot of us that are going through what you're going through. And I was one of those, and I didn't know what to do or where to turn or who to talk to. I didn't think anybody would listen, and I was afraid to be my authentic self. Now, let me just say this, is that men have both feminine and masculine energy, no matter what you have been conditioned or taught to believe. That is 100% true. If you've ever seen the yin and yang that comes together, right, in this shape, there's the black and the white, the good and the evil, etc. So you've got the flow, which is the feminine, but then you've got the structure and the guidance and the leadership, which is the masculine. And if you think of a stream or a river flowing, the feminine is the water flowing, and it moves wherever it's allowed to move, but it also forces and it changes the places that are providing resistance. So it's not that the masculine is in control and in charge. The masculine has to go with the flow of the feminine, but also provide structure and guidance. And so men need to realize this and accept this and know that it's okay. And it doesn't mean that you are less of a man. It means that you are a real man, an authentic man, and you are going to be able to show up for everyone in your life, your romantic partner, your friends, your coworkers, your family, your children, of course, and for yourself. Most importantly, don't forget about yourself. And this is all about pausing everything else in your life and reflecting and putting yourself first and figuring out what you need to do to put yourself first and to get yourself back on track, to get yourself on track, period. You may have never been on track, to understanding who you are and what your purpose is and how you lead in an appropriate and respectful manner, and from a place of grace, a place of empathy, a place of love, a place of kindness for yourself and others. So again, the podcast is titled 5 Traits That Define a Humble Man. Now, those 5 traits are, I'm going to read them here. I don't have them memorized. However, here we go. Number 1, speak your truth with love. Number 2, listen with intention. Number 3, hold space. Number 4, be trustworthy. Number 5, be a role model. Now, in that episode, number 55, I walk you through from my perspective and the things that I've learned and the things that I've discovered through my own journey of healing and growth and learning and releasing those traumas and accepting the reality that I do have feminine and masculine energy, and I need to take ownership of the thoughts in my mind, how I react to those, and how I physically respond and verbally respond to the world around me and those that I interact with. How can I go to work and be one person, be all nice and kind and understanding and patient with my boss, with my coworkers? Oh, well, I got to put up this front because I need this job to pay my bills. And then you get home and you just let it all loose and you become the real you, and you're not nice, you're not kind, you're not patient, you're not humble, you don't listen with intention to your spouse, to your children, to your parents, even to your close friends. And you're going to push those people away. And yes, they are going to love you because you have that association and that relationship with them. But if it's a romantic partner, they are going to get fed up, they're going to get frustrated, and eventually they're going to leave. And I hope they have the courage to leave to show you what you need to heal. And that's what happened to me 2 different times. I was previously married. The marriage ended and had 2 beautiful sons from the marriage, so I'm grateful for that. And then I was engaged to be married, and that ended as well. And I'm not fully at blame. I'm not taking all the blame, but I'm owning the things that I did. And so I chose to just to learn, to grow, to understand, to accept, to change, to become a better version of myself. And I want to set that example for other men. I want to set that example for my sons. I have a 16 and an almost 19-year-old son. And I spent the majority of their lives being a not so great role model. I was there, I was providing, I attended their events, I hugged and kissed and told them I loved them. But then my other behaviors and words were contradictory. And I didn't understand why, and I didn't take ownership. And once I took ownership, that's when everything changed. And I dropped the ego, I admitted my mistakes, I apologized, I committed to do better. And that's what 5 traits to define a humble man is all about. So what I'm going to be doing is starting a men's group. And as you can see at the bottom here, it says sign up for Humble Man at changethroughpain.com. I am titling this group Humble Man. And if you desire to become a humble man who speaks your truth with love, listens with intention, holds space, is trustworthy, and is a role model, this is for you. There will be virtual interactions. There will be in-person interactions depending on where you are. I am currently in Dallas, Texas, so I will be hosting local meetups. And then the virtual meetups, of course, is for anybody across the world. And I'm willing to travel to different cities, which I will be coordinating in the coming months to meet with folks that are like-minded, that have joined the group, that are interested in the group, to share this message and to help other men do what I've done, to shed the trauma, to shed the old me, and to become a much better and greater version of myself that can be proud of myself. My family can be proud of me. My friends can be proud of me. My romantic partner, once I find one, can be proud of me. And I can just live the life that I was always meant to live. And I can be happy. I can be content. I can be at peace. I can be full of joy and appreciate every little thing. And that's what this is all about. And that's what's becoming a true, authentic, humble man is all about. So stay tuned. I'll be hosting these video groups very soon. I'll share information, and I'll have the information on my website, how you can sign up. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a blessed day and you stay humble. Till next time.